Hello and welcome. My name is Raymond Ijoma, and I'm a real estate entrepreneur as well as a property lawyer here in Nigeria. Now, in this particular video, we're going to be answering a very important question. And the question is, when actually is the best time to buy a house in Abuja? And this question is very important. And the reason, as a matter of fact, the reason we are putting out this video is because there are a lot of misconceptions as it relates to investing in real estate, specifically with respect to houses. And especially for a city like Abuja, where you see a lot of buildings springing up here and there, a lot of houses, a lot of structures, a lot of estates coming up in different locations in the city. So you begin to wonder, are people actually living in these places? I've had conversations with clients where you begin to hear stuff like there are a lot of empty houses, empty structures, empty buildings in Abuja. And the question is, did they invest right? Did they buy the houses at the right time? These are the questions I intend answering in this particular video. And as you should know, if you're very familiar with this channel, this video is brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd, a real estate company right here in the city of Abuja. We are called the cash flow company, and the reason for that is because we are deliberate about the products, the lands or the houses that we put up here for sale. Because every real estate investment you make should be able to help you move closer to becoming sustainably wealthy or financially independent. So we're very deliberate about the products that we put out in the market. So yeah, for us, it is about cash flow, not just about buying houses. But of course, if you just want to buy a house for any reason, we are happy to serve you. So yes, this video is brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the conversation. And I know that you have subscribed already because this is a value loaded channel. You don't want to miss out on any of our videos. So if you are yet to subscribe, subscribe, and also try to turn on turn on the notifications so that you'll be notified whenever we post amazing content like this very one and the next one. And of course, there'll be another one to come. I like to lay a very important foundation. For some of you, you would expect me to jump right into answering the question, but that'll be very wrong because there is no straight line conversation to this. There's no straight line response or answer to this. We have to be able to lay a proper foundation so that you get the best of this conversation. As a matter of fact, get the essence or the message in this particular video. So it means that you have to watch this video to the very end so that you get the gist properly. Now, it is already established, or let us first establish that real estate investment in Abuja is the bomb. You don't want to miss out on any opportunity to invest in Abuja because Abuja comes with special effects. And this is not a video to tell you why you should invest in Abuja. We have videos in that regard. But basically, Abuja gives you or guarantees you huge and fast return on investment. First, investing in Abuja generally is a good decision. And the next decision is, are you buying at the right time or not? But before we now answer the question of are you buying at the right time or not, you need to be able to determine why you want to make that purchase. You need to listen to me carefully because this is what makes the difference as to if it is the best time or if it is not. Now, most persons just wake up, should I say most persons really, but a lot of persons just wake up and boom, I'm buying a house in Abuja. An opportunity came up, I've bought a house in Abuja. And the next question is your house livable? Is your house in demand? So before you get to the point of establishing whether it's the best decision or not, we need to be able to properly establish why you're making that purchase, because that is what will specifically determine if you are going to make the next best decision or not, right? So first, are you looking at buying something for commercial purpose generally? Are you looking at something you want to buy for a short let? Because you don't want to start making money, or you don't want to have a plan to start making money on short let apartments, and you are going to buy in some places in Abuja. There are some places that you do not want to go and buy houses or apartments for short let, especially if you want to start making money immediately. As some persons will jokingly say, there is FCT and there's Abuja. Some persons are in FCT, some other persons are in Abuja. So when you want to look at investing for short-let apartment or anything around immediate commercial returns, then there are certain areas you don't want to go and do that. And then lastly, there are some persons that want to buy for residential purposes. Now the next question is, the residential investment that you're making, is it for rental income or is it for personal use? This is where some persons make a lot of mistake investing in Abuja. And that exactly is the reason you have empty buildings in some places in Abuja. So you see some of our politicians or big men, as we would like to call them, just buy houses. You see one person buy 10 units of houses, and you begin to wonder what exactly is the goal behind buying these houses. And as a matter of fact, the houses are 5 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms, 7 bedroom houses in highbrow areas. And for some of these houses, they're going for up to 15 million per annum. And at the end of the day, you begin to wonder, the average person living in Abuja, can they consistently afford 15 to 20 million naira houses per annum? And at that point, you're bound to see empty houses, because really there are a lot of such houses in Abuja. Recently, it was declared that Nigeria has hit 28 million housing deficit. That is a whole lot. But there are a lot of houses in Abuja. So if there's 28 million housing deficit and there are a lot of houses, empty houses in Abuja, it means that people are building a lot of houses, but they are not meeting the housing need. There's a difference between building houses and meeting the housing demand of your particular city. So before you begin to pump in money into building houses, you need to be able to determine if you're about meeting a need or if you're just buying houses for, should I say luxury purposes, right? So you need to be able to establish that. So it's important you determine why you are buying it. So if it's for rental income, then there's no need building a 7 bedroom. There's no need buying of course, the people who live in 5 bedrooms, 7 bedroom houses in Abuja on rent, right? But if you want to do multiple of such investments, then you need to really be strategic about it, right? This is my opinion based on experience. So the summary of the point I'm trying to make here is that there are two types of residential houses or investment that you can make. It is either you invest for your personal use. At that point, you can literally build 10 bedrooms, nobody cares. But if you're looking at building residential houses or apartments for rental income, then you may want to consider building 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and if possible, terraces or blocks of flat. So I'll leave it at that and summarize the first part of this conversation that speaks to the purpose why you are investing. Now, if you understand this part of this conversation properly, you will now begin to understand when or why your investment can be defined as good or not. Now, at that point, if you properly define or determine why you're making that investment, then trust me, whenever you make that investment in a city like Abuja, in line with the explanation I just made, then that absolutely is the best time to buy houses in Abuja. Now, I'm going to specify this a bit further, but get it. Whatever decision you make as it relates to buying houses in Abuja, based on the explanation I just gave, once the product is in line with the purpose as I've explained it, then you are absolutely good to go. Now, there are specific instances that we could now further consider as the best time to buy real estate or buy houses in Abuja. Number one, if you buy off plan. What is off plan? Off plan is basically you buying into houses when they are yet to be developed, right? So some companies give you opportunities to spread your payment across 18 months, and why they build the houses small, as we would like to say it, right? So that is off plan. Now, what happens with that kind of project is that you possibly in the beginning may have bought or made payment for the entire house apartment for say around 30 million, but by the time that project will be delivered in say 12 months or 18 months, that same house may be going for around 50 million naira, some 40 million naira, but definitely it will never be at that price you bought it on off-plan basis. So there are a number of instances of this kind of projects everywhere in Abuja. So if you can grab any of the opportunities available to you, either through us or any of the brokers or brokerage firm in the city of Abuja, then you really want to jump at it because it's a good opportunity. Of course, do your due diligence and all of that. You sure the company will deliver when they say they will and all of that. But at the end of the day, ultimately, whatever decision you make in that regard could be a good decision based on specific consultancy, of course. Secondly, you could also grab distressed sales or secondary sales for those houses. Now, when the company is already building or has built, ready to be delivered, there's sometimes that people who had bought from the company want to resell, either based on one emergency distress issue or another, or they basically just want to sell on secondary on the secondary market, as we like to call it. At that point, it will also be a good buy, right? And then thirdly, or along that line as well, when the company is yet to deliver the project, for example, the inspection we went for this afternoon, it's sold out, right? But then the company is yet to deliver. The company is around 90% ready to deliver the project. At this point, it is also a good time to buy into that kind of house or estate or project, because I'll give you a couple of examples of. Let me just give you one example. The estate that we went to do a video, 5 bedroom is on available there for sale at this point, and presently is going for 400 million naira. But when that project was delivered, the last unit that was sold in that estate was going for 250 million naira. So you can see the massive difference. Before a project is delivered, it's good to buy. After it's delivered, the money is a lot. Of course, even after it's delivered, and one of the reasons that you should jump at this kind of offers is because your capital appreciation margin or your return on investment margin per annum is really high because of the time of delivery as against the time when the project started. So you may really want to jump on this kind of project. Or also, lastly, along the same line, if a project is to be delivered partly, then you could also want to jump on. For example, you have a massive estate of like say 4 hectares, and the company wishes to deliver its 1 hectare after another. At that point, once the first hectare is delivered, it will definitely impact development in the next one to come. So as the project progresses, definitely prices around any of the properties in the project will definitely be going up as the project progresses, right? So these are a number of factors that you really want to look at whenever you intend buying a house in Abuja. But again, buying any house or real estate investment in Abuja generally is a good investment, but make sure that you have properly looked at the circumstances, the location you are investing in line with your purpose. That is why we always say that. When clients call us and they say, "Oh, we want to buy this house, we want to buy their house," we like to find a way to drive back to the reason why you are buying it. Because in determining the reason why you are buying it, we, based on experience, can now guide you properly as to the right house to buy in the right location. Because it's not just about having the money to buy it. You really need to buy it in a location or at a time where you will also get good return on your investment. So we're happy to take this conversation further personally. So the numbers to reach out to right on your screen. Do reach out to us if you're looking at having further conversations around this. So if you're ready to buy, come on, we are happy to deliver the best of real estate investment right here in the city of Abuja to you, either in houses or in lands. Ladies and gentlemen, again, my name is Rei Ltd, and I'm a real estate entrepreneur as well as a property lawyer here in Nigeria. Again and again, this video is brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd, and we are committed to you, absolutely committed to you. As you can see, we don't just share investment opportunities, we also educate you so that you know how to safely and rightly invest in a city like Abuja. Again, it's not just enough for you to have a lot of money to invest. It's important that you invest right, because when you invest right, your return will indeed be huge, fast, and absolutely profitable. So ladies and gentlemen, do subscribe and stay in touch, and I look forward to seeing your comments. Please like the video and share it, and generally just keep in touch with us. Bye for now.